this is a tricky one. Well, it's not tricky, but it seems tricky, and it's one of those ones that people always go, I can't do it. But this is how to multiply decimals by other decimals, and what kind of answer are we going to get? So the simplest bit of information I can give you is this. Just multiply normally, just ignore the decimal points, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to multiply normally, ignoring the decimal points, then count how many decimal places each number went to, add them up, and then put them in. That sounds confusing. I'm going to make it completely clear for you. So this is how we're going to multiply decimals by decimals. Let's go. So the first thing I would do is, if I'm going to multiply 0.03 by 1.1, so 0.03 times 1.1, I'm going to ignore the decimals and just do 3 times 11. Simple, right? 3 times 11, 33. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to count how many decimal places I had altogether. So let's have a look. And we've got 1, 2, 3. So 2 and the 1 here, that's 3. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take where my decimal would be here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, put my decimal point there, put my 0 placeholder in there, and that means 0.03 times 1.1 is 0.033. So 0.033. So what I've done is I've ignored completely the decimals, and I've done 3 times 11, and then I've counted how many decimal places it had. 1, so places past the decimal point. 1, 2, 3, and then I've put them in. 1, 2, 3. So I've taken my 33, 1, 2, 3, put my decimal there, put my 0 there, put my 0 there, ignore the equal sign, and away we go. So quite simply, you can do the same here. So 0.035 times 0.2. So we can quite easily work out 35 times 2. 35 times 2 is 30 times 2 is 60. 5 times 2 is 10. So 35 times 2 is going to be 70. How many decimal places have I got? 1. So past the decimal point. 1, 2, 3 on this side. 1 on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I figured that out, how many decimal places have I got? Which is 4. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what the answer is. And the answer is going to be 70. But I'm going to move my decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 places, which gives me, so there was my 0 there. So I go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put my decimal point there, put my zeros in where I've got the little dippy bits there. I can get rid of that there. And it's 0.007. 0.007 is my answer. Now, what do we do, Mr. Chown, if it's really big numbers? Well, you do what I told you to do. Ignore the decimals and just multiply it as normal. So if I've got a number like this, 0.251 times 0.23, I just set it out like I normally would do. And so when I'm doing stuff like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work it out relatively easily. And I'm going to have my 3 times my 1, which is a 3. Oh, dodgy 3. I'm using my mouse. 3 times 5, which is 15. Put my 1 up there. 3 times 2, 3, 6, 7. So I'm going to put my 7 in there. You'll have to excuse it. I'm using the mouse. I don't have a pad. I'm not posh. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 times 1. But first, I need to put in my 0 placeholder, don't I? Because I'm doing it like I normally would. So my 0 goes there. 2 times 1, which is 2. Then 2 times 5, which is 10. Then 2 times 2, which is 4. But I've got my 1 there. So that makes 5. It's a really dodgy 5. I'm going to do that again. I'm not happy with that 5. That one's a bit better. And then what I normally do is add them up. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 5 plus 2 is 7. Then I've got 7 plus 0, which is 7. Then I've got 5 plus nothing, which is 5. And then I'm going to count my decimal points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there's 3 on this side, 2 on this side. So 3 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go from there, which is where my decimal point is, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decimal point goes there. 0 goes there. 0 goes there. And 0.251 times 0.23 is 0.05773. Ignore that. Ignore that there. So you just do the sum as normal, count up your decimal points, and then put them back in again. What you're basically doing is you're taking them out. You're taking out your decimal points. So with this one here, what we're doing, we're changing it from 0.251, and we're moving the decimal point along. We're taking it out, and we're going to move it there. So that's 1 taken out, 2.51. Then we're going to move it there. That's 2 taken out. Going to move it there. That's 3 taken out. And then I need to put those 3 zeros to one side and put them back in later, which is what we've been doing. 0.23 there. So 0.23. And then I'm going to go move it there. So taking out 1 decimal point, move it along, put it there. That's 1. Then move it along again. That's 2. And then over here, I've got 0, 0. So when we look at them together, how many decimal points have I got? I've got to put back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's pretty cool, huh? I'm sure you understand it. Just to prove you understand, here we go. I'm going to ask you to have a go at these. If you think you can give it a go, have a go at these ones here. Again, take the decimals out. If you need to rewind, go back a bit, look at the video again, see how you do it. That's perfectly fine. So have a go at these. If you want a bit of a challenge, you want something a bit more tricky, then these are going to give you that. Remember, here it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal points. So I'm then going to do 425 times 18. This one here, I'm going to do 3 times 22, 2 times 45, 33 times 5, 201 times 2. But remember, put the decimal points out, then put them back in your answer. And if you want an extension, these are pretty tricky over here. This last one is quite a hard one here. So have a go at those. Pause the video. And then once you finish doing that, what you can do is I will give you the answers. So I'm just going to sit here for a moment so you can pause the video, and then I'll put the answers up on the screen. So you should have paused it. You should have had a go at it. You should have worked it out. Here are your answers. So 0.66, 0.09, 0.165, 0.0402, 1.38, 0.765, 77.85, 0.16613. Tricky ones now. This is number 9, 0.66903, and this huge one here, 0.87555. I hope that really explains it. I hope you understand what you're doing, and I will speak to you guys again soon. Take care. Au revoir. Bye bye. See you soon.